there you go. There's a few Jefferson nickels. Oh wow. We got some let's see, what do we have? $1 bill. Somebody was tracking George. Got some $2 bills.
This is the night, it says 1960.
All right, we are out here again. $380 for this unit, 10 by 10, $380. We're at U-Haul. We've been here many times. U-Haul in Woodstock, Georgia. Here comes Ann. There's Billy. We got an empty truck. We're gonna load this thing up. Shouldn't take us too long. Like I said, it's a 10 by 10. Not crazy full, even though when you get to the back, it's stacked up super high, like higher than we can reach, but it's not packed all the way to the front. But we gotta go down the hall. We'll go back there and check it out. All right, here's the unit. Got some furniture. Looks like furniture and some guy stuff. We got a deer head up here. We got some RC car boxes. Hopefully the cars are in there. Furniture, like I said, it's not, you know, up here in the front, it's definitely not full, but when you get to the back, it is. Look, there's a piece of furniture way up there. A ladder way up there. Other furniture. I can see some orange containers in the back stacked all the way up, so shouldn't be too hard of a load. It is a little bit of a walk back here from the door, but it's not a crazy amount of stuff. And there's 3 of us, but hopefully we'll find some goodies in there. Like I said, hopefully those RC cars, because those are expensive RC cars. Yeah, here's like a little drink cooler.
It's kind of rare to see those clean.
Yeah, nice and clean on the inside. And then here, like some random tools going on here. We got samples. Look, grout samples. So I don't know if this guy was doing flooring or not, but it doesn't look like a whole lot of business stuff. But and then we got oh no, this is one of those ladder things, like when the ladder's uneven. You put the ladder on if you're trying to like work on a hill or an uneven surface. So that I think is the drawer for that. It looks like, maybe, but it looks like couple like a couch and a recliner, and then looks like we got a bed there and a couple other pieces in a vintage wood cabinet up there. Screws. Some kitchen stuff maybe down there. We got an oil pan.
I had a box like that, remember?
Yep, a little wooden box here. It's kind of like a ammo box or like a dynamite box or something. Here, let's see what's in it. Turn it up, Billy. What in the world? Oh, we do have ammo. We have a pedal, like a BMX pedal. We got this Dragon. Hopefully it's not busted up. Oh, looks all right. And then yeah, we got lots of ammo in here. 22 short, I think that's what that is also. It's kind of cool, vintage clock here. Oh no, this is a humidity, temperature, yeah.
The clock.
More 22, so lots of ammo here. We got keys for something, old key.
Maybe there's something in.
But yeah, the ammo is good. Ammo always sells. There's more of it down in there. That's 12 gauge shotgun shells, it looks like. So, but that Dragon is pretty neat. Stuff like that does good too. This is neat right here, look.
Ooh, yeah.
On that stone there. Alright, so cool little box here. I'm probably just going to leave that out so we don't break that stuff there. Maybe we'll find some more ammo, because we got the deer head, we got some ammo here. Maybe a gun potentially. Alright, we got this unit all loaded up back here to the store and unloaded. Here's a lot of the furniture that came in off of that. Not the prettiest stuff, but it's a lot of, you know, nice vintage wood that just needs a little shine up, a little help. But this was all in there. And okay, I think some people got confused on another video because we brought it back to the container, and then we were going through it in the container, and they thought the container was the unit, so they were confused on, like, they thought it was 2 different units. But we bring the stuff back here, and we've been putting it in these storage containers back here. So we back the truck up right here, and we just unload it right into here. So this is all the stuff from the unit. So when I'm showing you this, when we start to kind of go through it and show it to you now, this is the unit we went and got at the U-Haul facility. and we put it into this storage container that's here in the back of the store, you know, so we can until we go through it. So it's not a different unit, all the same unit. But anyways, just clear up that confusion. I can tell a few people were confused. At first I was confused on what they were talking about, but yeah. So it ended up being, with this, one of these big job boxes back in there. And it was full. We took a lot of the stuff out to make it lighter, but there were some bigger tools, air compressor and drills and all that kind of stuff in here. And there still is a few more things in here. Extension cord. Here's a big Porter cable nailer. I guess it's missing the back end or something. I don't know. All the other tools we took out, they were all, you know, good condition and everything. Some sort of tool here. I'm not sure what that is right offhand. Oh, here's the rest of the pieces on the nailer there. So I guess it was one that they were repairing or gonna have repaired or something. I don't know. Looks like we got a bunch of gate hardware here. This is pretty expensive on all that. And down in here, we got some DeWalt drills. Hopefully I find a charger for a rigid. There's like a brand new rigid drill. It has the battery with it, but there was no charger with it. So I'm hoping I'm going to find it somewhere else here. So as you can see, tools, nice Milwaukee tape measure. So that's kind of what's in there. There's a nice tape measure here, and some other random tools, zip ties, all that kind of stuff. Here's some padlocks. So this was a good box because, like I said, it was full of other stuff. Overall, this unit, very good. We'll show you here, as you know, some of the stuff we obviously kind of saw, some of the stuff that we're going to show you already, and then some of the stuff we haven't seen. But both of these are in there. They look pretty good from what we can tell on the RC stuff there. Here's the deer head up close. He's kind of a little small, somewhat mangy little deer here. Big aquarium. There's a couple old aquariums in there. I know we showed this. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. Crossbow. Got the nice Muhammad Ali poster there. But anyway, so we're about to kind of sort through it and start trying to get some of that stuff out, and I'll show you what we find. All right, back over to the furniture here. All these drawers are empty except for this top one. And I looked in here and kind of skimmed over the top while we were still in the unit. There's some good stuff in here, but let's look and see what we find. Let me get the stuff that fell behind the drawer there. Like I said, all the other drawers in that one were empty. Let's walk over here and see what's gonna come out of here. Let me get my trash bin ready. Because a lot of this is trash in here, a lot of paperwork in this container, but there's some coins and some other stuff, so we'll look at. Let me show you the coins and stuff, and then I'll kind of look through and see if I dig anything else out. Nice little kind of vintage leather jewelry box here. There's a little pendant. Kind of looks like it may be gold, but I'm not sure right offhand. Kennedy $50. I think that's for Boy Scouts. Yeah, there was a lot of Boy Scout stuff. There's $1. Looks like, is this, yeah, some wheat pennies in here. Cufflink. Got a bull of a watch. Pretty decent looking watch there. There's the matching cufflink. Some other cufflinks here. Little tie clip. So, and then we got a little tiny knife of some sort. Buffalo nickel here. So some neat little finds there. And then also we got a couple. We had a 1995 proof set and a 94 proof set. So those proof sets there. Let's see, is there something in here? Nope. This is, well, that's an old K Jewelers. Look, K Jewelers, the diamond people. Pretty old one there. Looks like we got a couple more proof sets here. Another 94 and another 95. Let's see, we got a little army man here. And then a Las Vegas Hilton ashtray. Other than that, I don't know if it's mostly going to be a lot of just trash here. A Ramos cologne. Enjoy Coke. Oh, it's like a little, it's broken, but it was a little flashlight. All right, let me kind of dig this stuff out, the trash out, and see if there's anything else to show you. I'll cut the camera off so you don't have to sit here and see me just mess with all this paperwork. Anne's back from lunch. Anne's about to start going through this box here. Oh, look what Anne found. I didn't look at this container yesterday. Did you? I mean, it's not full, but we do have a few nickels in that one.
Several of them here.
Come on, Anne, you can do it. There you go. There's a few Jefferson nickels. Oh, wow. We got some, let's see, what do we have? $1 bill. Somebody was tracking George. Got some $2 bills.
This is the it says 1963. They've been making
Yeah, $2 bill
bills
with the red stamp on it, 1963. We got a $5 silver certificate. That's good. And then we got some foreign currency here. Canadian, Cayman Island. We got a $1,000 bill, and look at that, from Brazil. And then we got a Confederate note, but
like that other one.
whether it's real or not, I don't think it is real. Most of this stuff is not real. There's a lot of fake stuff out there, but what was it? What was that? Oh, it was just like a coin book.
This one is Lincoln head since 1909 to 1940.
They got some. So they were starting to collect, but they had a long ways to go. It looks like. More Lincoln cent. That one's mostly full. Yeah.
It's newer ones, I guess.
More Lincoln cent. Oh, that one's looks mostly full. Well, no, it's about maybe half.
Yeah, it started looking good.
Jefferson nickels. Got a few of those. Yeah. So some of them are. Like that one, he's only got one of the Indian heads there.
1859.
What about there? Mercury Roosevelt Diamonds. Is that a book about them, or are they actually in there? Ooh. Oh no, that's really good because those are old. Those are silver.
Another
more. So even though that's not full, that's still pretty good find there because these were a lot more valuable. Going all the way up and more recent. I mean, I'd say more recent, but that's maybe 60s. Yep, 1960s. So basically 64 there. Everything from there back is silver on those dimes. Lincoln cents. There ain't nothing in there. Oh, he's got one. He's got the 1935 and then some more of the newer, the 40s. He doesn't have any of the 30s and below, it looks like. Same thing here. Looks like, yep, he's got a few more of the more recent ones.
Look at this one's pretty full on that side.
Yep, and once you get up into the 50s, it gets all the way full. And one more here, Jefferson nickels. Oh, it's got a lot of those. From the 1930s all the way through the 60s. Okay, so a little bit of a coin collection going there. Then under that, you got a Cuisinart little egg thing here. Look, we got a wooden power fist here. Little heater. We got a Rolex, Sam.
Really?
Yep. It's a Rolex or a Folex, whatever you want to say. That's I think that might be the TV in there. There's one TV in there. I think that's it. Leather wallet. Wise cam. I don't know if that's in there. And then that says Roller Stone in there. I don't know if that's in there or not either. Yeah, looks just like yours.
Looks just like mine. I don't know what a roller stone is.
I don't know. Look and see what the Roller Stone is.
I was hoping it said rolled pennies, but it didn't.
Oh, Rolling Stones. What is this? Oh, it's just a It's just like a matted photo. I wonder if this is a photo they took. I think it is. It looks like a photo they took at a concert, and then they had it matted. Well, that's neat. So you got Mick Jagger right there. Much younger Mick Jagger playing the guitar there. Rolling Stones. All right, let me finish getting the paper and stuff out of here. I just wanted to see. We wanted to see what Ann found. Lots of coins. All right, underneath most of the paper, we got some pennies here to pull out, but not much else going on in there. Here's a nice little case knife, though.
Want me to look it up?
Tested XX Razor Edge. So, real good shape there on that case knife. A couple matchbooks. Avani Italian Cuisine.
Okay. It's going under.
A broken pipe. And what's this little horseshoe? Edinburgh. Little souvenir kind of thing.
I thought it was broken.
And that's mostly it. So it was mostly just trash paper. All right, Ann's moving on to another box. This box here is going to have some goodies in it. I kind of was looking at the top, and I think there's like some pocket knives and stuff in here. There's a skull. It's not a real skull, but it's like made out of like plaster or something. It's pretty neat looking there. And then I think there's like pictures. Yeah, there's a buck knife. I saw this, but we didn't dig down in there to see what else. But this is a buck 110 knife, great condition. That's kind of cool. Sky Guide, Field Guide to the Galaxies, and then whatever else we don't really know. Here's a big, large bullet here. Look what I just found here. These old tickets, look. Showbiz Pizza. I used to go when I was kidding. It was before Chuck E. Cheese. Well, I guess Chuck E. Cheese existed, but it was called Showbiz Pizza. And they had a whole band of like bears and stuff that would play. And then, you know, it had all the games and everything. But this is skee ball tickets from there. That's pretty cool. All right, this might have belonged to a giant. Look how big this ring is. Now I think it's like a, you know, just something you set on the shelf. But this huge Boy Scout ring there. And Ann, she's found a couple. Well, she's got a Zippo, plain Zippo, and then a Ronson Wind 2 lighter she's found in there. I'm about to pull all this ammo out. Oh, look, it's a little bat signal. That's cool. I mean, I guess it's just a little toy thing here. Yeah, bat signal. All right, down here in the ammo box, got some interesting stuff. Look at this stake right here. It's pretty neat. Look at this wedge. Is it supposed to be like a door wedge? I don't know, but it's wood, and it's got a wood carved lizard on it. And we got the ammo going. Ammo. Okay, we got shells down in there. A couple coins. This is like a foot, a brass foot. I wonder if that goes. There's some brass pieces all that might go on. And we got a little rock and a pipe down here. So Ann is digging through there. She's finding crack pipes, but finding good knives and lighters and other stuff too. And we have another. It's not all like this. We're just happen to be doing it now. This drawer on this furniture is kind of like that, with all kinds of craziness appearing to be going on in it. But we found, let me show you these. I gotta look these things up. These coins here, which at first look like, you know, the old Morgan dollars, but when we start looking close at them, like look at that one, it's a skull. And then some of them, the eagle on the back, that's right there, the eagle on the back is a skeleton. So I don't know if they're silver or not. They sound like they are. I think they are. Did like somebody melt it down and then redo it? I'm not sure. Gotta figure that out. And there's all kinds of other, lots of change in here and other stuff potentially. All right, here's what all we got out of the drawer. Well, I'm gonna get all that change out, or at least most of it out. The rest of it's probably junk, but these coins, I've figured out they're sold on Etsy. They're just like little, I don't know, souvenir things. They're not silver, but still cool. Several knives here. These two are Gerber. Some polished stones. Just some odds and ends. There's another stone. Neat little lock there, master lock. So that's kind of what we found in there, in that drawer there. All right, yeah, this particular Greenlee job box, I mean, if you look at, here's one on eBay for $470, and then you're looking at $650. But then if you go to also, it's a Greenlee store or more, their store, $655 for the equivalent one there. So cheapest one I'm seeing anywhere on eBay for one like that, $470. So I think I'm gonna put it out on the floor there and put 295 bucks on it, and I think we can sell it at that. It's obviously been used, but it's in good shape. It's not all completely beat up and dented up and everything. It's got I don't think it was really sitting outside much. It's got a little tiny bit of rust up here, but not much. All right, this little box here taped up. We haven't looked in it yet. Let's see what we've got. Oh, looks like RC stuff maybe. Klein tools. Oh, we got a nice little, it's a Klein tools bag, but a nice little multimeter here. Yeah, it comes on. Okay. And then down in here, it looks like, is it all RC stuff? I believe so. RC. Glue gun, a few tools in there, so I'll probably just pull all that out of that box and lay it out on the table for the auction. So that's all RC stuff. Ann just found, she thinks it's the cutest thing ever. Show them what she found, Ann.
Look how cute.
A tiny adjustable wrench to go with the big ones on there.
That is cute.
She thinks it's cute. Okay. We got the pickle jar here. And then we got, what is this here? Probe. Some kind of measures. Says it measures volts. Okay. Send this to the auction. And then I don't know if we showed this or not. This unusual bottle of wine here. I can't remember if we had turned the camera and showed this or what. But this Gaetano de Aquino red table wine, 3 liters. See how tall this thing is? Wow. Now what is Ann finding? Oh, we didn't show this. Beautiful. It's an ashtray, but this is a nice ashtray. It's huge, man. You could smoke a lot in that thing. That's from that's from when everybody came over and they were all smoking, every one of them. And then another ashtray here. Bullseye. And then another ashtray Ann found. This thing is like solid marble. Wow. We got some gun cleaning stuff, I think. Fillet knife. Schrade. It's an Uncle Henry Schrade fillet knife. That's a sharpening stone. Diamond whetstone. Another knife. Old timer. The old timer with the leather sheath. Lots of knives here found. Stainless Korea. This is we did see a piece of sterling in this one when we were loading up, but that says it's sterling. That just says that's Rogers. That's sterling. Let's see what these are. These are the little things you eat like lobster with and stuff. This was sterling. Yep. Let's see. I don't know about all this stuff in here. What we got going on? Sterling. So we got several sterling pieces down in here. The little tongs here. I don't know. I don't see any marking at the moment on these. We got a lighter, table lighter. It's a Ronson. Nice lighter there. So you got in there's a cord and then just several little tiny spoons and stuff. U.S. Silver Company. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's Pennsylvania Williamsport, PA. Grit. Little collectible spoon. Those are this is a collectible spoon too. Little souvenir one. I guess. What does that say? I don't know.
This one's Pennsylvania.
TAX Taxco. It's got tiny little writing on it. It's another. That's the same one. The Williamsport, Arizona. That's this one's sterling. It says Expo 67, Montreal, Canada, Oneida. So a few pieces of sterling found in here. So here you go. As you can see, here's the XR4 four-wheel drive car. There's two remotes in here, so I don't know if one of these remotes goes to that other, the other one in the box there, or if they had two remotes for this particular car. I'm not sure, but looks to be all there and good shape and all that kind of stuff. Shaft driven. I don't know much about them, about these things. I do know that they can be very, very pricey. Hundreds and sometimes even $1,000 plus, but that's not a $1,000 plus one, I don't think, but I know there are some out there that get way up there. Here's the other one here. We looked in here and it's actually, when you open it up, it's not this, the body looks more like that one, I think it was. I remember how it opened. Oh, here we go. And there's no remote, so like I said, I don't know if maybe that remote over there is the one you use with it. The one that was in that other box, I'm not really sure. But those are two of the main things that made me bid on the unit that you could see, and I was like, you know, if they're into that kind of stuff, they may have more of that kind of stuff or may have other expensive hobbies. And turned out to be right. There was more RC stuff and other interesting, cool, neat stuff in here for sure. Alright, Anne's cracking another box open here. Looks like some old boots and clothes. What is this? Notice to our employees. Nobody minds a man having a morning eye opener, and it's okay to have a bracer. Okay, it's like a little bar sign. Does it open or something? Like a crack, just a crack in it. This was in there. What is this? Let's see. Okay, this it's like the little, you know, torch thing, but this is an actual leather gun holster here. They'd stuck this in. What else done in there? Well, nothing much. Looks like one of those. It's like a rain stick, a little picture frame. Falling over here. What do you got there, Ian? Oh, one of those little scenes. So it's one of these little oriental. Super detailed. These are always really neat to look at. Little scene there. Another one of these orange flip top containers. There's a whole bunch of them in here. What do we have here? We got like a little horseshoe hook here. I guess you would hang it like that, and this little hooks. Cast iron. We got a cast iron rooster. Another adjustable wrench. Looks like we got some kind of wind chimes going on in here. And this is like cut off of a tree. Look at that. You could definitely do some kind of crafts with those, I guess. All right, untangled the mess there. Got a nice pair of wind chimes. There's oil on it right there or something. And it is missing something to hang down below to kind of give it a little bit of weight, but you could really find anything with a little weight just to so it would blow in the wind there. Unless there's something down here they were using, I'm not sure yet. We'll see, but they've got a really nice sound to them. All right, does this go? Okay, I guess it goes like this. It kind of, it's a set of wind chimes. Kind of looks like a sailboat a little bit. Definitely different. Then we got these. Is this a trap or is this? At first I thought, okay, I think it is a trap. I thought these were things that went on your feet like climbing trees, but that's not. I think it's actually a trap of some sort. And then we got a couple insulators in here. We got a Makita charger, which I think there was a Makita drill in there. BBs, binoculars. So not full, but lots of cool little stuff in this one, in this box here. All right, not just RC cars, but they were also into drones here. Pretty nice looking drone there. Another one underneath it there.
That's the name of it.
Okay. We got some Sky Zone FPV goggles, so flight point of view goggles. That'd be like, so if you're flying the drone, and I guess you can see like what's coming at the camera that's on the drone and like put the goggles on. And then these are little helicopters. And then that drone there, the name on there is on here, each line, and then this, open that up and is, oops, sorry, I'm stepping on your foot. It looks like the FPV goggles and then a nice remote here with the screen and everything. So probably pretty pricey stuff, but this is a really good box right here, I think. So we got the RC and drone stuff, and another orange container, of course. This next container, underneath the little TV here, we got more RC stuff, it appears. We got a helicopter. That is, what is that? Sidewinder RC. I don't know what exactly this is. After run oil. Something that goes into some kind of oil apparently, even though it don't look like oil. So there's a helicopter. We'll have to look. I don't know if it's all there or not. Another little RC car here and another helicopter. This must go to the TV, I guess. Alright, and it's in there with the remote there. 60 kilometers per hour. All right, two more orange containers. Oh, I think Ann's got some aquarium parts over there. And here, now this thing is full of wheat pennies. The jar's kind of cool too. Piggy bank bottle. And we got this, but the backing inside's kind of peeling. It's a gauge, I guess. It's a speedometer for something. I don't know what that is. We got a Kodak Studio scale here. Look at that, that's in there. This box is really falling apart, but it's in there. That looks like mostly just regular pennies. And we saw this the other day. That's gonna keep her, this little vintage little Georgia game here. Gonna keep that. And then look at this. This is cool right here. Definitely needs a little clean off bit on the milk glass dish here. All right, looky here. I did not show this because Ann's I saw these earlier, but Ann snuck these inside here before I could show them. Some nice lanterns here. This one is, I'm trying to see what it says there. It's hard to read. The Adams and something company. But anyways, it's a nice railroad lantern there. This one's a Dietz lantern with the red glass. Wizard. Dietz something Wizard. And I think this is just a newer, yeah, newer lantern there. But a couple old railroad, old Dietz. There. DeWalt organizer. And then we got the Marlboro sleeping bag, mummy sleeping bag here. It looks like we're about to have a mummy on exhibit in here, the way it's laying out in there. Then also the clothes, he had some clothes in there. We got this big camo coverall here, and then a couple of Carhartt jackets. They got a lot of wear to them, but I know some people are into wearing these Carhartts now that don't actually work or anything, and they want them to look worn out and stuff. So here you go. But I've already got these aren't my size, or I might keep them. I've got several Carhartts. Excuse me, I got like 4 or 5 Carhartts, but I didn't buy a single one of them at the store. I found all of them in storage units. I wear them all the time to work in. They are good to work in because they're really durable. When you rub it up against stuff and moving stuff, they don't really wear out very easily. And then this is a, what is this? Oh, a LL Bean. Little flannel jacket there. Flannel kind of shirt slash jacket. All right, found this fancy long lighter here. At first I thought it was like a, you know, baton to like direct music with, but it's a lighter, I guess, to, you know, to light candles on a table. But notice this little wheel right here, and then I flipped it and a flame sparked up. Ann was standing right next to me, about scared her to death, but yeah, it's a lighter. So you can see it kind of sparked there. So that's kind of neat. Look at this lighter. It's like a little wallet, but you I guess have your cigarettes in it, or it could be a wallet. And it's by Ronson. Got a little Marlboro. Somebody was saving their Marlboro miles. 5 miles right there, and then it's a lighter. Here's a few of the things we've been putting out. I already showed a lot of this, so I'm going to go through it real quick. But look at that giant pine cone. I think that came from like a tree out west somewhere. California, Oregon or something. You see, I think I showed most of this, all these coins and everything. Let me get over toward the end. I think some of these tools we didn't show, but look, we got a nice Bosch planer here. Old concrete head, but rigid nailer. We got a Bosch router. That ended up being all the shotgun shells that were in the bottom of that ammo case. And then, of course, here's all the RC cars. Look at this thing right here. RC cars, but look. That thing's pretty neat. It's just the end, the handle's broken off, but that's a huge pitchfork there. Some gate hardware. But now I gotta go out there and pull some more stuff out here. Alright, this unit, more knives, man. This unit has got knives everywhere. Got a little compass there. But this right here, let me show you this. This has some really cool rocks in it here. Some really neat rocks. Crystal. This, I'm assuming this is a shark tooth, pretty big shark tooth. Here's another one. Look at this right here. Let's see. Like an amethyst. That's kryptonite. So this right here, use on Superman. I'm just kidding. I don't know exactly what that is, but I mean, obviously it's some kind of rock, but that's pretty neat right there. But lots of nice rocks, geodes. Look at that right there. And then let's lift this up. There's even more down here, and look at this thing. It's like a lemonade rock. Some very, really, really cool rocks. And then here's a piece of petrified wood. So we will sort these out for the auction. Look at that. But very, very nice little collection there. And when we opened that thing, I was just thinking there was going to be no hardware, and there's some screws and stuff, and definitely a little surprise when we found that. Good surprise though. Alright, got this couple of trunks I'm going to open up here in just a minute. I don't know if I showed these. These are, you know, the little fireplace. There's two of them here. Let me just pull one over here. I believe anyways that they should have like I think there's something missing, like little feet here maybe, and then something there. But these are still cool either way. Look at these kind of brass dragon pieces. There's two of them. But pretty sure this would be like for, you know, like a big log rack in a fireplace. Nice little Porter cable air compressor, window unit AC. Quite a few other tools we already took in. Big shop vac here, and it's full of rocks. Looks like aquarium rocks all on the bottom that they put in there. Went to go pick that thing up, it was very heavy, and figured out that it was aquarium rocks. There's a big Playboy collection in that drawer there, I think it is. I already pulled the other stuff out of there. There were a few things. Picture frames, pictures. All right, let me get those rocks in, and then, oh, I found these rocks too. These were over here with some tools. But look at that. This is more like a piece of glass almost. All right, here is the other trunk back here. And I did already look in this before when we were going through the unit and saw, well, I think I saw everything that was in there. I don't know if we took it all out or not, but. And this, okay, I don't know what this is. Something with a Hornady bullets. I'm not sure exactly what they were doing with this here. Let's see. This is CVA. So, made in France. I don't know. Alright, so this is a muzzle loader, and this is the stuff that goes with it. So I'm wondering if the gun that I have that was from Czechoslovakia would use this. I believe that it may use the muzzle loader and these pieces right here. So I guess I will CVA best for the buck. Okay, so I'll probably hang on to this and keep it with that gun for right now. All right, what else we got back here in the dark? We got a mantle clock. It's not in the best shape, but it is a mechanical clock, I believe. Man, it is dusty. Yeah, it's a Westminster clock. I guess that went in it. Westminster Sessions. I don't know if there's a key in there or not. I didn't see one immediately. Yeah, I don't see a key for it. Does this hang here maybe? I think so. And the wood is in very rough shape. I mean, it's all splitting and peeling and everything here. What else do we have? Something in a bag. Oh, okay. Bags in a bag. Well, we can use those up front. Alright, we got this gun here. Let me walk it out here to the light here. It's a Winchester. I think it was a 12, oh no, 22. Bolt action. So, and as always, got a little bit of rust on the barrel. Pretty much everyone we find in these units does, but not bad. It's got some powder going on the butt of it there. Trying to see, it's hard to, okay, that's a Winchester model 67A. So there we go. Give you a look at it there. Set this here for now. Let's move over here. What do we have? Oh, that's pieces from the foot of this broke. Oh, we got a set of size. You know, this is the same like Raphael, Ninja Turtles. That's what he used. We got a Haynes repair book there. This is a big old atlas. Oh wow, yeah. National Geographic Atlas of the World. Huge atlas there. That's pretty neat. Go look at that. The tape or padding on for the handles and stuff on the one is pretty gone there. No, this isn't the best, most efficient way, but I'm just looking through it, and I'm gonna kind of walk out there and let you see some of the stuff. What's going on here? Let's see. Some kind of bag. Pair of loppers. This is a, I don't remember what tool this is now. Sander maybe. Oh, yep, old palm sander. DeWalt. Sander's always one of the better selling tools for me, anyways. You got some lightly roasted almonds. September, best by September 2017. So. Definitely, it's way past its prime. I think there's like some aquarium stuff down here. I think that's what it is. There's been quite a few aquarium items in this unit. TV mounting. Oh, here we go. We got a Xbox 360 back here, but I don't see the plug for it. Budweiser malt liquor ashtray. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's neat right there. Look at that little tank. That is cool. It's like one of those little metal models. Screwdriver, keys. We got another knife here. Let's see. Nothing special there. Ooh, this looks like it's got some watches in it here. Okay, Swiss Army. This is a tag Ewer, at least that's what it's marked. I don't know if that one's real or not. Swiss Army knife there. Oh, here's a little old timer knife. That's actually a really nice one, old timer. Schrade blade on it. Another Swiss Army, and then a couple little basic knives. That's a Gerber right there. Alright, so. Alright, yeah, I'm mostly done with that unit now. I've still got to get some of the bigger stuff out there. There is some, you know, there's some stuff that I didn't show, some tools and different things like that. Because there's a couple toolboxes out there. There's one red toolbox. Toolbox is rusty, but it's loaded down with wrenches and sockets. And another little black toolbox. I think it's full of sockets actually. And but you kind of get the gist of the unit. Pretty good unit. The RC stuff is good. The RC stuff and the rocks, a couple of the better things. But I'll do a quick, rundown real quick here. Here's the rocks. Now that I put them out, this is getting them ready for the auction here. I put them in little lots here. Kind of show you. I know obviously I showed them in that container, but it might be a little bit easier to see them now on the shelf here. Shark's teeth. And there ended up being some arrowheads, a little compartment that I don't think I showed before. So some pretty cool rocks for sure. And there's this guy here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I didn't show. Lots of knives. There's a Camp King knife right there. All these Hot Wheels are somebody consigning them. But yeah, like here's some of the tools. The bench grinder. I don't think I showed all these. A nice rigid jigsaw here with the blades. All these Bosch jigsaw blades. These binoculars right here are pretty expensive. These are vintage. I'm probably not saying this wrong. La Mer Fat, I don't know, Paris. These binoculars, really nice there. There's the ram skull. It's not, at first I thought it was real, but I'm pretty sure this is not real. I don't know, maybe they put some kind of coating. It just doesn't seem real to me. Seems like a, you know, like a reproduction. But a couple, I don't know if I showed these either. These got this Sweetwater metal sign. This is pretty cool on the Looney Tunes. You got Taz getting married and Bugs Bunny's the priest, but it's a Resale. It's got the COA and everything on the back. This is pretty cool here. The Jeremiah Weed ad, neat frame on it and everything. Aquarium. Some neat aquarium pieces here too, because look at this one right here. This aquarium piece, that one's pretty cool. Here's this bad boy all cleaned up on the milk glass, and we cleaned this one up here, this dragon here. So RC stuff. Like I said, I think I've mostly shown everything else that was in that unit. Oh, here's some more rocks that were in that first little batch I found. And then all the lanterns. In case I didn't show the lanterns, I'm going to show them again here. Here's a regular Coleman, but here's the cool ones down here. Well, here's a unusual benzomatic. Look at that thing. And then down here, yeah, I know I showed these. All right, so I think we're going to finish that one up. There is some furniture. Kind of give a quick rundown at that, and other odds and ends. But just like any of these units, there's so much stuff. I mean, we could just, every single one of these videos could be hours and hours long, and there's just not enough time. And I know people, some people, they'd want to see all that, and a lot of people would lose interest just showing the same unit for 3-4 hours worth, or sometimes more worth of footage showing every tiny detail. Whoop. But that is it for this one. Thanks everybody for watching. Just remember, Jesus loves you. Y'all have a nice day. Y'all have a good one. See you next time.